Yes, you can't really do this sort of thing on keys these days without sampling unless you have an articulated truck to carry all of your gear around and of course a technician to keep it all working. So my grand pianos are all sampled, as are the Rhodes and Wurlitzer pianos. All the synths are programmed from scratch. If you mean do we sample any of the original Floyd sounds, then no, all sounds are painstakingly built from scratch. Some are programmed and then sampled to use live, but others need the performance elements of the hardware or software synth for live use. Lots of research and trial and error. Floyd were very creative in their sound design, and that's a massive understatement. It's taken many hours to find out how some of the sounds were originally put together. For instance, the sonar sound in Echoes and a similar sound towards the end of Hey You, which you would think are sonar, and I spent many hours messing around with sonar sounds, were actually created using a high note from a grand piano put through a Leslie cabinet with reverb added. So you get this sort of thing. Grand piano sonar. The seagull sound in Sheep, also used on earlier tracks, was, I believe, an accidental discovery when the guitar inputs and outputs were swapped around. With guitar gain turned up, you get the crying seagull sound, so we sampled a guitar plugged in the wrong way around, which is then triggered from keys. So you get this sort of thing. Then there's the tick-tock sound from Time, which I read was originally sampled using drops of water into a bucket, so that's what we've also done. It's the multiple sound effects at the start of Time and Money that cause the biggest headaches, really. You have to find the closest sound you can get to the original individual sounds and then try and piece them all together to achieve the overall effect. I'm not saying what we have is perfect. Sounds are constantly being adjusted and readjusted, just that we've always tried to use the same methods, which helps to make it feel and hopefully sound more genuine. Again, it's all about research. Some are obvious, but lots aren't, especially later material where they began to use samplers live, so it wasn't obvious from the gear on stage what they'd originally used in the studio. I found a brilliant and well-researched document called Right Gear on the internet. I'm still unsure who originally put it together, but it's been a massive help in identifying the keys that Richard Wright used, both live and in the studio. So I usually use the soft synth versions of the original synths where possible.